What's going on YouTube and all the platforms is gonna be reposted on if it ever does. It's January 20th, 2026. Tomorrow it's about to start raining real heavy in the south. There's a man in Africa building an ark and they're calling him crazy. And all the stray cats are migrating to Miami. Wow. So what a ride it's been. I was in the hospital, had MRSA, and stat was just like staph, kind of, sort of. You can look it up on Google and see what it is. Apparently it's really rare. Hey, what's up, Toots? He might come and visit and see. Look, come on, boys. I named him Thor, like I said in the previous video, if you want to check that out. He likes to lick electric sockets. I'm dead serious. He's not a robot because he'll feel pain. I mean, but he had to get energy somehow. So I could do the same. I could touch it and rub on it with my bare feet. If I could prove it, because that would scare peeps. So, but there is lightning inside my veins. Well, let me tell you about when the rain falls. When the ocean freezes and you all walk on water. There'll be a cold day in hell if I go back to you. Heaven is my home and this world's got to go. So when I tell you something, brother, Sunday something, it's 70% chance of snowfall. Here's Sunday in the Southland of Texas, and last time it snowed, it was white as snow. Like white, really white. I have pictures if you want to, hit me up on Instagram. Same tag, chilling Grace with a V. I know Mama don't want you going out right now. It's getting the weather. All right, hold on one second. Come on. There's a male calico out there, and I guess his brother is getting big. He's a kitten, so you don't have to believe me, but 95% chance of rain on Saturday here in Austin, Texas. Keep it weird. There's some weird people here. Some really weird people here. But I was in the hospital at Georgetown Behavioral Health Institute. So it's an institute. I guess it's kind of weird because the institute is like a school, right? It's not an institution. It's an institute. Like my boy Toot. I wear my watch on my right hand, on my right arm. These are all my hospital bands. I got like 4 of them in my G-Shock because I'm against the grain. I don't wear it on my left because I got Hope tattooed right there. I took 8 doobies to the face, the Mike Tyson pack, and then the other 2 I smoked with my dad. Rest in peace. You can see my other videos about him. This is his guitar. They discriminated against him. If you can see, look, this is a Fender Squire, and him and his ex Keisha, well, ex. I mean, that was just, they were kind of common law. They were together for quite a long time. He was homeless on the streets for about 4 months. He went to the Beacon. Brandon Young, if you know who he is, Brandon Ray Young. He passed away April 8, 2024. I believe that he was murdered by haters of the man that had a panther tattoo on his chest. I have a rooster for my abuela. She's from Tennessee. If you know me from growing up, I used to not be the best looking dude. I was 250 pounds and acne, and then I had stretch marks and everything, but you know what I'm saying. I've been growing up. I'm 30 years old now, so shout out to all them that knew I was in the foster care system with my boy Christopher. His birthday was the day I went and saw the David movie. It came out on Christmas. It was an early release on the 19th, but I didn't get to go because I was doing things and I don't really remember, but that's just the past. That was last year's roses. Let's keep it that. Last year happened. Now I'm trying to file my taxes. The tax collectors are looking. The IRS is like, what's happening? I got all my dad's back pay and all of that. The judge never got him because he was murdered by the fentanyl pack. Yeah, they hated on him. They hated on him because he was dating a black woman, an African-American woman. African-American. And her name was Keisha. You're out there still, and I know you know the truth. You know, I was manipulated and told for money's sake. I was at 2 years old. I was manipulated to believe that my papa had did something when I clearly said he was giving me a bath and I didn't like the way he was, you know, fucking around with me. So you know, I was like, hey, what's up? You know, don't do that. He was like, cool, fuck it. You know, I've been working for Brown and Root for like 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna mess with you. You know what I mean? Brown and Root, if you don't know, is a highway construction company way back before Halliburton bought them out. But he ain't never done nothing to me. It was, you know, all these allegations and shit. If you watch my previous videos, you know I pretty much. But I was in the hospital. My legs, they got blurred. You got to blur this out. They're healed. But you know, my knee was on the treadmill burn. I was about going 9 with them comb toe boots. Shout out to Luke Combs. Comb toe boots. I was running that 9. On that 9, I ended up at 9 on Shoreline with the thorns. I was out there grieving my dad and my papa was passing. They did my papa and my great grandfather badly. You know, he ended up in an old folks home. He had Alzheimer's and dementia or whatever. And the only name he could remember is mine, Dylan Young, Dylan Scott Young. The first to last and last and the first. Shout out to my upstairs neighbor, man. I ain't gonna say his name, but you know who you are. If you're watching this, you're hearing this right now. He's a cool dude. But I'm trying to get this apartment turned into a condominium because I want to get my taxes done. But working hard all year last year as a caregiver. And my dad's settlement, there's some, I'm not gonna say, I am gonna plead the fifth because I can't go into much detail about all that. You know, I speak the way I speak. I am the way I am. I am who I am. So if you don't like my dialect, the way I speak, then you can go fuck off. So, and if you take that to offense, I don't care. You need to grow the fuck up and man the fuck up or lady the fuck up. So, you know, it's a word. You take it your own way. You know, it's a word. It's like, understand, you can take it with a grain of salt or you can get the salt back or the chalk back. You know what I'm saying? You got to ride, you can walk back. Because I've been walking my whole life. Lived in Walker County for like 4 years, 5 years, Boulder. Anyways, I'm going to get back to this. There's a band called Ashes of Eden. They're on YouTube, and The Day That Heaven Wept. So here it goes. I had my brother, his name was Cain. They had Pangea, and then the land of Cain. But the day I died, a long time ago, if you catch my drift, the day that Pangea broke. So it took a long time, a lot of things had wept. The heavens wept, mourning happened, grieving happened, cause Cain done fucked up royally bad. But God said Cain, like sugar cane, cause Cain ended up offering his brother Abel, the lamb, the ram of Abel. Mexican, Mohican, African, Japanese man, Ram of God, a real American man, 'cause the Asians were here before the Native Americans, but American. Why don't we stop bickering and fighting and just listen to the five finger prayer light? And what did 5 fingers say to the other 5 fingers? Prayer. Splat. Slap. Clap. Yahweh, eternal one. Creator, Elohim. Creator, Elohim. Yahweh, eternal one, Elohim. The yellow was settled, but ever mean. It would never mean. It was the spirit, the knowledge of good and evil. The knowledge of good and evil, not actually evil. Like he had knowledge of it, but didn't act upon it. So he died. The first thing that happened, he died on the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So that's the first, like the literal. He saw light. He saw light and said it was good. I'm going to heaven. So there was light. uh, that's what I've been seeing, and that's why I've been holding in and just like talking. It's like, man, is this right? Is this right? Like everything's been happening. It's like, you know, but it's about the flood down here. You know, when it rains, it pours. Luke Combs. If you know your Bible, Luke is the physician. You know, he's the anointed one. Jesus anointed him. He was the servant. If you read 2 Samuel 15:21, it says the servant will live forever, basically, with the servant. But blessed are you, the good and faithful servant. Thankful for you, a good and faithful servant. Like someone that works in cashier or just a good Samaritan person. Maybe that was Da Vinci Code. The Good Samaritan. You know, have you ever seen the movie? I honestly believe King Solomon ended up like turning reincarnated into Leonardo da Vinci because they kind of like look alike and seem alike and like King Tut, all that. It's like it just makes so much sense, man. Like Nazareth, y'all. If God got us, then we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Can you hear me? Can you feel me? We gonna be all right. Okay. Guitar playing is one of my pops things, so I'm gonna do the poetic justice and personification of just the truth and justice. I'm not saying it's me, it's the Holy Spirit, but I'm saying I'm like Stephen, the first martyr. Well, John the Baptist, Jesus for the three amigos. The three amigos, but I'm more like what an elephant's scared of. A mouse. You ever seen Tom and Jerry? Jerry the Mouse, JTM. Yeah, but Tom, if you ever seen it later on, this is like shout out to the new age kids. They get to see it like in a better quality picture, and that's what as a parent would want their kids to have a better life than we have. We went through the hell so you can have a better life, a heaven. You know what I mean? But that's what you do. And a stepfather goes a step farther and steps up, and bless up. So let's cook. I'm trying to cook. Give them that roux, baby. It's the Red Lobster cheddar bay biscuit, cabbage and asparagus, and a little bit of secretness. I can't tell you my recipe like, you know, KFC, but I could tell you that tuna or rice and like no injected elephant stamina amphetamine. That's back to the All Right and the ADHD song. I have been diagnosed with severe to mild ADHD, which coffee straight or powder creamer, because it's the creamer, unless you heat it up in the microwave, which makes the milk kind of still warm, you know what I'm saying? Like liquid creamers, unless it's cold coffee. Liquid creamers for cold coffee, period. Like warm coffee is disgusting, okay? Who drinks warm coffee? No. It's either hot or cold. You know what I'm saying? Like Katy Perry or something. No, I've been doing the poetry thing, the rapping thing since I was like in my daddy's sack, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is for the children. This is what this title is gonna be. This is for the children of God, man. The peacemakers, the ones that sit there and say, "Why are we fighting? Like, what's the reason for all this? Why? 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 Why?" You know what I mean? I gotta show y'all something. Been working on my painting because I'm a painter's son. Look at my shirt. It's pretty cool on Kingdom of Will. Got some paint on it a little bit over here. On the dark. Like my eyeballs. Shout out to Kurt Cobain's new name. He was sacrificed for heaven's sake. But look, my rod, my staff, and check that out, y'all. It's pretty darn cool, huh? And then the upside down cross is actually a sword. And that's the Celtic cross, which is like perfection. But then there's the rod and the staff, and then there's a brush I found outside, but I turned it and cleaned it real good. And I threw it in the sink, and then I threw it in the detergent. I've been mixing in the paint buckets. This is my mom. We were at the tax office, TurboTax through Credit Karma. So this year maybe not, but they got the big beautiful bill 2027. Trump, I've been praying for you, man. Listen, the wars and rumors of wars, man. Let's just get along, man, and just like sit there and like have a verbal agreement. No signing, nothing. You don't need to sign nothing. Just sit there and say, look, why can't we be friends? Chai chen chi cho chen. You know what I'm saying? It's a shower rod, but that's my great grandfather is the one that's carved. The one that's like real carved, just like a. It's got the. And that's the it's not a stick, it's a staff or whatever. I had staff and which is MRSA, and sepsis set up in my leg. I can show you a little closer. Other side. GOw Ancient of Days, though. Check that out. You know what I'm saying? Look that up. The code. Go to school, learn how to code. Maybe so. You know what I'm saying? But GOw Ancient of Days.